Welcome to the LMS series of lecture from Collegiate and Technical Education Department, Karnataka Government. Today I am discussing about the solid waste management for the 6th semester, having subject code 18CV 642, which is an elective. In that I am taking up model number 2, which is dedicated for processing techniques. So for the session 1, we will be discussing about a brief introduction of the processing techniques and very purpose of processing. So for that I conceptualized the presentation in the form of content, that is introduction to processing techniques and purpose of processing. Waste processing is the very important part of the solid waste management system, which involves the treatment of the solid waste to recover some of the valuable products within it before taking to the next line of treatment. So it should be processed as per the technology which is desired for that particular fraction of the waste. Waste processing means the physical alteration of the waste to make it best suited for the technology which is amenable for that, and the processing of waste helps in achieving the best possible benefit from the every functional element of the solid waste management system. It requires proper selection of techniques and equipments for every element to derive maximum economical value. Various methods used in waste processing are baling, shredding, compaction, drying, and segregation of the metal, etc. etc. So that the pictorially shown here, the different methods. So baling, this is the incineration process reduction, and here it is the composting. So before taking all these waste to the ultimate fate of the treatment, so they are supposed to be processed. The processing of waste helps in achieving the best possible benefit from the each and every fraction of this waste. The processing by definition falls under the heading of physical treatment by using physical techniques for changing the composition and character of the waste. It is possible to distinguish between thermal and mechanical treatment. There are various treatments which are available. You can clearly distinguish with this type of treatment you are using. So every recycling process represents the conversion of these materials. It describes the process of producing secondary raw material and compares a series of activities that involves collecting, sorting, processing, or converting to the some useful materials, and ultimately whatever the inert material is there, at the end taking to the landfill. So the goal of every recycling process is to use or reuse materials from the garbage in order to maximize the amount of utility of these the fraction of the waste, and also to minimize the amount of waste for the transportation and also for the storage. The significance of this recycling process is that the waste processing starts with the separation. A separation of waste at the beginning of the process supports the treatment of waste and helps to raise the efficiency of the facilities which deals with the waste. The processing is required to alter the physical and chemical characteristics of the waste for the energy and also for the resource recovery from the waste. The important processing techniques include the compaction, thermal reduction, volume reduction, manual separation of the waste components, and incineration, followed by composting. The processing equipments for the recycling. The recycling involves a number of processing techniques, and these processes require different equipments. However, some of the special equipments used in the recycling are balers. The balers can be used to densify many types of materials, including paper, cardboard, plastics, and cans. The balers can improve space utilization and reduce the material transportation cost. And next one is the can densifiers. The can crushers can be used to densify the aluminum and steel cans prior to the transport. Glass crushers. So these are used to process glass fractions separated by color and breaking them into smaller pieces. So this crushed material is then called the cullet and can be reprocessed into new glass products. Magnetic separators. These equipments are used to remove the ferrous materials, that is the magnetic materials, from the mixture of materials. The wood grinders. So these are the chippers and are used to shred the large pieces of woods into the small chips that can be again crushed and can be much reduced to their volume. Scales. These are the measuring equipments. The very purpose of processing is to reduce the volume of the waste and also to eliminate the adverse impacts of waste materials on the human health, and also its impact on the environment, which supports the economic development and superior quality of life. So this can be done in the most efficient manner by keeping the cost at the lower and prevent the waste buildup. In order to improve the efficiency of the solid waste management system, the processing can be done. So the various processing techniques which are available to improve the efficiency of the solid waste management system are before papers are used, they can be baled and transported to the place where it can be recycled. If the solid waste are transported hydraulically and pneumatically, some form of shredding is also possible, and that can be done. Shredding is used to improve the efficiency of the disposal sites. So here the pictorial representation of the preferred methods of the processing types, so that has been given. So the reduction will be at the top. If it is possible, try to reduce the waste generation, and from that waste, if some reusable materials are there, segregate them and try to reuse them, so that the burden on the next processing can be reduced. Recycling, you separate out all the recycling materials such as paper, plastics, and cardboards, so that these recovered materials can be taken to the recycling process, and after that, whatever the waste which remains, which is having some energy value, that can be recovered at this stage. So the intermediate products can be produced, and these products can be used to recover the energy from those product, and ultimately whatever the inert material remains after that, so that will find its fate into the landfill. So this is the top down picture which shows the preferred methods of processing types. Uh, Recovery of the materials for the reuse, and recovering and converting the intermediate products for the energy recovery. So that's what we have discussed. Recovery of the energy from the converted products. So that is from the waste after recovering. So it will be converted into the intermediate or the secondary products, and these products will be used to heat the steam generators, and steam will be in turn used to run the steam turbines so that the power can be generated. So this is all about the some of the processing techniques which can be used to convert the solid waste into the smaller the volume, and ultimately the materials which are not amenable for any of the processing techniques, so that can be taken to the sanitary landfill or engineering landfills, so that those inert materials can be secured in the landfill after recovering them. So these are the references which are used to create this the content. George Somonoglossus and Hilary Thiessen from the Integrated Solid Waste Management and Engineering Principles, from published by the McGraw-Hill Publishing House. The another the handbook, referred handbook, that is the Solid Waste Management by the George Somonoglossus and Frank Kreith. Again, it is also published by the McGraw-Hill Publishing House. And the other websites, internet sources visited are NPTEL site, and also www.sanfoundry.com website. Thank you.